All right, we are back. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Stop and Talk Podcast. That was way too excited for this little podcast thing. Anyway, guys, today, the date is July 8th, 2019. Guys, we are in the full motherfucking swing of summer, and guys, shit has been swung. That sounds weird. That would be nasty. What I meant to say was we're in the midst. Do you guys use that word a lot? In the midst of things? I like to say it honestly a lot, because I'm honestly so bored at work, so I use that word. We are in the midst of things right now, but I can never say it properly. The midst. It's like M-I-D-S-T. Anyway, doesn't fucking matter. Guys, today I got some pointers I really want to talk about. You can hear the paper right here. Some big news, 3 big newses I wanted to really talk about today. And guys, what you can expect is some fucking retardedness, because if we didn't break enough brain cells last week with what we were doing, then we sure as hell gonna do it again today. Alright, so guys, today, I want to start off hot. I want to really start off hot because, fuck, I live in Montreal, and god damn it, guys, it's fucking breaking records. It was 35 degrees today, and I work in I don't know if you guys know this, but I work in a factory, and I weld, all day. I work on, a welding machine. Holy dick, every day I come home, and I'm literally dying of sweat, and it's a 2-hour work trip. What the fuck? And today, okay, so I wake up at fucking 4:50 in the morning. Let's go through my morning, alright? Because you know what? I feel like you guys should know more about me. If you want to be in my life, you should know more, you know? Anyway, so I wake up in the fucking morning. My alarm goes off. I do my little push-ups, my squats, because you know what? I'm a fucking douchebag jock. And then I go upstairs, I eat my cereal. Me and my father say nothing to each other. For those... Dude, that's something me and my father, I feel like I'm so proud of, but also kind of, I want to cry. I'm proud of it when I talk to people, but at the end of the day, I want to, cry a little bit. When I wake up in the morning, this is my relationship with my father. I wake up in the morning, the first thing I see is my father. No words are spoken. I eat my fucking cereal. We just chill for half an hour, say nothing to each other. And I get in his way, too. I get in his way. We don't say, excuse me. We just know I need to get out of his way right now. Boom. After I'm done my cereal, usually we have some Sports Center playing in the morning. I want to know the newest free agent moves. Fucking Kawhi Leonard. We'll talk about that later. But guys who don't know basketball, I'm sorry, but I gotta talk about this for a little bit at least. Anyway, going back to my father and my relationship with him. Why did I not be able to say that? My relationship? What the fuck did that even mean? Anyway, fuck. 30 minutes goes by. I say fucking jack shit to him. He says nothing to me either. 30 minutes come. He talks to me. He says, "Can I close the TV now?" I say, "Fuck yeah, bitch." And he closes the TV. I didn't say that, obviously. I was really quiet and shy. Yeah. So it was really not as bad as it sounds. He says that, and I bike to work. So I get outside. I bike. I see him walk, because he walks. He doesn't have a car anymore. He sold that shit. And he's walking. I bike past him. I give him a wave. He gives me a wave. I'm off to work. He's off to work. I say nothing to him the rest of the day. That's me and my father's relationship. Now, you guys might think, oh my god, I'm fucking crying inside. No, I actually like it that way. I'm not a morning person. And especially at fucking 5:15 in the morning. You think I want to fucking talk to my own father? Hell no. Maybe a good morning, and that's it. We're not going to talk about sports. We're not going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about if I have the newest fucking shoes. We're not going to talk about if fucking Kawhi is going to stay in Toronto. We ain't going to fucking talk about politics. Because fuck that. The second you start to talk about politics, the second you're done being a kid and you become an adult. And fuck that shit. So then I'm off, guys. And then I fucking bike to work. And oh my god. This is you guys have contemplated yourself. Because you know what? You don't want to be a criminal. And I'm on a bike, right? 5:30 in the morning, right? And I'm saying right too much, right? I'm on the road. 0 people on the road. And it's black. It's almost black. Not being racist here. Just fucking black. And the sky was black. Okay, and so I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about the sky. It was black. Get off my case, Grandma. Anyway. So there's no cars on the road, and there's a red fucking light on a big ass street. Now I'm do I cross the street, or do I just fucking pass with my bike? So I'm fucking turning my head 80, 100 degrees, looking for a fucking cop car, because I don't want to get wee-ooed, because little short story, the other day I was caught riding my bike with no hands, and I got stopped by the police and got a warning for a ticket. Okay, look, unlike many black persuasion people, I like the cops. I feel like they do keep us safe. You know what I mean? I got it. But this fucking cop stopping me in my own neighborhood for riding my bike with no hands, like a kid should, and getting almost a ticket. I didn't get a ticket. I got a warning because next time it is a ticket. And I had to pretend like I didn't know the rules, but I already knew it was against the law. But fuck, man, that was bullshit, man. And I got so pissed. I was like, yo, man, like, I had no idea. Obviously, I was talking like a little bitch to the cop. You know, we all like to make these jokes. Like, if a cop would stop us, we would be all badass and be like, bitch, I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna keep riding my motherfucking bicycle. And you stay in your little cop car with your bearded friend while I go home and enjoy myself a nice freezy while watching some Family Guy. Aight? Well, that was just bad. Anyway, that's how we want to say it. But then the cop says, excusez-moi, sir. And I'm like, yeah? Okay. Oh, I didn't know. Okay, I understand. Oh, my ID? Oh, here. Oh, okay, I understand now. Alright, have a good day. Have a motherfucking good day, bitch! Like, that's how it really goes down. And, you know, I think I'm just a bitch. Because I'm white, you know, I'm a fucking white motherfucker. Like, I'm not these fucking thug life dudes who think, you know, they gotta fight everybody who looks down at them. You know, no. I'm just, in that moment, I'm at my whitest. You know, that really shows your true colors when a cop talks to you. That really shows your true color. Are you a badass motherfucker? Or, by the way, I just said motherfucker. Who says motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, that's the actual word. But who the hell says, you motherfucker? You have to be, like, really mad to say the word motherfucker. 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 No. I usually have to say motherfucker. Motherfucker. And you have to say, like, a little bit of a, motherfucker. Oh, what an idiot. Anyway, yeah, that's what you really... Talking to a cop shows your true colors. And I am really off course right now. Don't even remember where I was at. Oh, yeah, this morning. Fuck me, man. Okay, so, this morning. So, yeah, red lights everywhere. I crossed the street like a badass, even though nobody was fucking watching. But then I just thought to myself, yo, what if a fucking fireman or police or an ambulance saw me? Fucking stupid ass. Oh, okay, that ends the bullshit segment. Anyway, I get to work eventually. I sleep on the bus. Blah blah blah. I get to work. Burn myself with the welder. Come home. Cry like a little baby. And yeah, that's pretty much my morning story. Anyway, that's not even what I wanted to talk about today. How much time did I spend talking about my fucking morning? Oh man. Oh, fucking do your password properly, dick. Okay, 8 minutes. Not terrible. I really want to move on forward with this, but how has your guys' summer been? Like, you know, one thing I find is so lit about the summer is your sleeping schedule. How it just goes from waking up at 6:30 to waking up at 10. Like, you just found 4 hours of sleep. Now, I'm not here to tell you why that's not a good thing, because I don't support it, and I'm about to tell you why. Fuck. Look, think about it like fucking this. Fuck. Okay, I'm saying the word F too much. Inner burp. Alright, so hear me out, guys. Would you really start your day off fucking nearly fucking lunchtime? You just skipped breakfast. You know what? You were like, breakfast? Who? Skip that shit. Move on straight to brunch lunch. What? Did that sound good? Now, hear me out. Here, let me explain, Grandma. What I'm trying to say is this. Now, let's say average we go to sleep at 11. I think that's pretty fair. A lot of people go to sleep early at 10s, 9s, and some people go late at 12, 1. So I think we can find a nice balance here at 11. Let's say you go to bed at 11 o'clock, and you wake up at fucking minimum 8. Just wake yourself up at 8. 8 is not bad. I think we could all agree that 8 is a very fair number. We're looking here at around 9, so we're looking at around 7 to 10 hours of sleep a day. Right? Did I do that math right? Yeah, because that's 1 for 12, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 and add 2 minus 2, so 7. No, 6, sorry. No, 7, yeah, because 1, 7. And then 9 would be 11. 11 hours, actually. So we're looking at 7 to 11 hours of sleep a day. that is like dope as fuck. So you're looking at good ass sleep. So you're not gonna make that joke like, oh, I need my sleep. Blah 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 blah. Like, no, fuck you. Listen to me for once. You wake up, you have plenty of sleep, and look, 8 o'clock. Now again, using my fucking average here, my fucking algorithm that I'm using live. You're looking at a solid ass. That sound, I mean, that was like me doing the sound 13, but like not saying thir. I was like, anyway, that's like looking at a solid fucking 13. That's looking at like a solid 13 to 17 hours of pure day. You know, opposed to if you wake up at 10 o'clock, you're looking at probably only like 9. No, that's fucking too much. That's sorry. You're looking at like only 10. 15 hours to 10 hours? That's extra 5 hours. That doesn't sound like much. But in time, let's say a week goes by. 5 times 7 is 35 extra hours. You found a day and a half of fucking life. You know what I mean? And I know this was a very slow segment right here. And I'm sorry, there was a lot of math involved in there. But just think about it. All this time accumulated. Yo, you could do fucking drawing, go biking, go in the pool, hang out with friends, go jogging in the morning, fucking go to the mall, fucking get a job, fucking watch a movie, play a VG, do yoga, play with your dog. Play with your dog. What I'm trying to say is I want you to play with your dog, man. It's so hard to just play with your dog every now and then. Playing your dog is obviously a metaphor for relaxing and doing more things around the fucking house rather than sleeping in your bed, man. Anyway, that's what I just want to message, you know. I really want to point out, waking up early in the summer is good for you. Not waking up so late, because, you know, when you wake up late, you lose time in your day. You don't even get to do shit. You know what I mean? I want you guys to have fun, have a good life. That's what my podcast is about. Because this is a solo podcast, by the way. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no fucking guests here. So on the solo podcast, I like to speech out a little bit, give you guys a message, an overall summer day message. We spent like a third of the podcast talking about this, so let's move on to something nicer. But yes, if I don't come back to this message later on, I just want to leave you guys with that message of fucking take care of your body. Because you know what? If you only have 10 hours a day, you're losing all this time, and then it's not only a week. Your summer's like 9 weeks, 10 weeks, right? So we're looking at 350 fucking hours. And if I do the math on my fucking calculator here, do my password here, go on my calculator app, what did I say, 350? That's just a rough estimate, because, you know, on this podcast we do rough estimates. 350 divided by 24 is 14.583, repeating, of course, days. I repeat, 14.583, repeating, of course, days. That is the greater part of 15 days. That's more than 2 weeks of your summer lost because you decided to sleep in. Did I just not blow your fucking mind right there? Did I not just blow your fucking mind? Because I'm not gonna lie, I blew my own fucking mind. I did not see this coming. I thought it was probably gonna be like one day, you know? But fucking 15 motherfucking days? Yo, what the hell? That's like 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks of extra summer. Bro, so I urge you guys, wake up at 8. Do your fucking day. Get that extra 4 hours of life in. You know, because you're gonna thank me. You guys are already fucking thanking me, I know. Anyway, moving on. There's something I really want to talk about today. I marked it down on my fucking piece of paper. You know what? This is nothing. I didn't even mark anything. This is what I just talked about today for the first 14.4 minutes. I did not even talk about anything on the paper. So let's get on to this. Okay, so something I wanted to check up on. I was looking on the news, and surprise, surprise, Trump on here. I feel like we've been talking about Trump for way too motherfucking long. And I'm sorry for talking about him. This doesn't really have to do with him so much, but just really America as a whole. So I was looking online. Well, this has to do with Trump actually, like a whole lot. And I hate talking about him because everybody talks about him. Like, is it just me, or during his campaign back in 2016, I was so sick and tired of seeing all like the featured YouTube videos was like Jimmy Kimmel making fun of him. You know, at first it was funny, but Kimmel, man, like Jimmy. Enough is enough. I get it. You want to get a cheap joke off of saying the name Trump. It's a funny name. I get it. But come on, how many cheap laughs are you really gonna get? And he's still doing it today. And I'm like, bro, it was funny 3 years ago. Maybe change up the joke. Anyway, so what I want to say is, for those who don't know, personally, today is not June 8th, July 8th. Surprise, surprise. I always fucking like preach this. It's July 3rd. And for those who don't know, tomorrow is, oh my god, it's an Independence Day. Everybody fucking loves this day. It's the day to eat hot dogs, the day to eat fucking bacon, turkey, cheese, and fucking fireworks, and celebrate the national America of American flag. Because everybody fucking loves America, even up here in Canada. Hey, in Canada, hey, we love the States, eh? Because we love all so much about them, because they're nice to us. We give them trees, they give us goons. We are a good relationship with them, very good. And something about the States I just love. I love the fact that they do whatever the hell they want. They don't give a shit. I love them. A lot of people don't like the States. They're like, oh, they're fucking bitches. But I like them. They're cool. They're flamboyant the way I like it. Keep doing them. If they could just solve their little bit of an obesity problem there, I think we could have a cooler relationship with them. But as it stands right now, they're pretty chill. Trump is a little bit of a crazy dick, as I'm going to talk about in like a few seconds. But for the most part, they're kind of chill. I would want to have a beer with America. Is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so for the 4th of July, 4th of July, Donald J. Trump, I don't even know that if his name is Jay, he is going to do a fucking army expedition. So I was on the news, right? There's army expeditions on here. I'm just fucking having my coffee when I come home from work. Shouldn't have coffee after work, but you know what? It's a fucking drug and I like it. Having my coffee, looking on TV, and I just see a full fucking swarm of tanks. And this is just being prepared. It wasn't even ready yet because it's tomorrow. And I just see a swarm. Like, you know when you see, like, outside, you left a fucking, like, apple outside because you're a fucking polluting douchebag. And a whole invasion of ant colony comes and just fucks the hell out of that apple. Just rapes it all over the place. And you're like, dang. That's what this tanks and planes and trains and automobiles looked like. They fucking swarmed, like, I think it was like the front of like the Capitol building. I don't know what the hell. You know, all those buildings are the same. The Capitol, the Union ship, everything sounds the same. Fucking Washington. Anyway, it was the one with it was the fucking rectangular prism with the pillars on the side and the dude with the beard sitting down on the chair. You know, the one in fucking Planet of the Apes where it becomes an ape, and then the guy's like, "Where the fuck did I go?" You know what I mean? But yeah, it was that. By the way, that fucking movie complicated as hell. I recommend it, but I don't like smoke weed if you watch it, because you don't want to be thinking. Because if you think, you're just gonna regret it. Yawn. Fucking penis. Anyway, so yeah, he had a bunch of fucking tanks, and I'm like, dude, how in the name of God is this supposed to be a good message for life? He has, like, he's gonna show off America's dominance on the Day of America. I get that, but that's like me saying on my birthday, look how beautiful I am. I'm just like fucking flexing on everybody, like wearing my most bomb ass clothes, fucking having money, like fucking like spill out of my jeans, fucking have the nicest iPhone, and drive a fucking Lamborghini. I'm not saying I have any of these things. I wish, but no, I don't. Freaking wear the Yeezys that everybody fucking loves, the Kappa, the fucking championship belt. I don't even know what else is basic and popular. Fucking Nike AirPods. Fuck, you know what? They're not even Nike AirPods, but you know what? Put the Nike logo on there. Add an extra $350,000 to it. I'm a fucking flexing bitch on my birthday. That's what America is trying to do tomorrow, and I don't get it. Why? Why can't I just have a peaceful day? Maybe the president fucking grills some hot dogs, gives it out to everybody, all the butlers, because the butlers cook for him all year. Maybe he cooks some hot dogs and shows how, you know, America's a gracious country for its servants, rather than put out a billion ass tanks and show how they're gonna rape your ass if you even knock on their door. Fucking America. We love them, don't we love them? We love America. We do love America. Shout out to somebody who came up with that quote. Now, I don't mean any disrespect. I love the States. I really. Alright, sorry about that. My camera cut out. My recording software cut out again. Fuck. Thank you, Anchor. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, okay, so you're not gonna get out of this, America. So I don't know. I don't understand why they can't just be chill about it. You know what I mean? But you know what? At the end of the day, we all love them. It's all good. But it would be nice to see a very chill out American holiday. But no. It's a day to show their giant boners to the entire rest of the world. While the entire rest of the world watches it and it's just like, it's not that big. You know when like that guy in the locker room just swings that big dick in the room and you're just kind of like, it's not that good. You know what I mean? That's the entire world. Just America's just one big black dick in front of the entire world, just swinging it around like it doesn't even give a shit. A big ass 13-inch cock, and the rest of the world is just kind of like, whatever. Like 2 inches is like kind of good, Doesn't matter like how big it is. It doesn't matter how much you use it. Doesn't matter how much tanks you got. It just matters how I use it. Dick. Let's pretend like I didn't just say that. And move on to the next topic. Alright, so another thing in the news today, moving on from this fucking state shit. Another thing I want to talk about. Now, if you guys are not basketball players, and I get that, you don't have to be a basketball player. You just have to know basketball a little bit. I want to talk about this, because this has been on my mind for maybe like fucking a year. It's been a while. Now, I'm like, you don't even have to be a basketball player or even know a basketball team. All you have to know is the name, Kawhi Leonard. And you should know there's so much fucking heat, so much energy off of that name. Just saying the name is fun. Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean? This guy is an electrifying player. I've seen him play this year. Super sick. Probably one of the best players in our generation. Just to give you an idea. If you guys are soccer fans, this guy is probably like, I don't fucking know soccer. What the hell? Who's a good soccer player? Fucking hell. I'm not gonna say Lionel Messi because I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna be this basic dude. But if you guys are a soccer fan, this guy is like Drogba. He's like Drogba. If you guys are a hockey fan, yo, this guy is like, this guy. Fuck, I don't even know hockey either. This guy is like, fuck, this guy here, yo, he is like, I'm talking, he is like, oh my god, who's a good hockey player? Who's a good defensive hockey player? Who is a good ass defensive hockey player? I have no fucking idea. I have not been watching hockey lately. I am sorry. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say like, that dude with the long ass beard. What's his name again? Brent Burns. Yeah, he's like Brent Burns if he was black and had cornrows. So yeah, and if you guys are baseball fans, he's like David Ortiz. I don't even know who that is either, but he sounds like a good player. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is Kawhi Leonard is probably one of the most like on fire guys this year. Fucking led the Toronto Raptors almost single-handedly, to a championship. Their first ever championship, and the first time Canada has ever won a championship in any sport that was like good. Because I think Toronto FC won it like in MLS like 2 years ago or 1 year ago. But the first time any major team, I'm talking the main ones like the MLS, the NBA, and the NHL. I'm not talking about like the CFL because I don't give a shit about that. Or like, what? The fucking MLS? Who gives a fucking about MLS either? I'm talking about the big three: NHL, NBA, and MLB. I wouldn't say NFL because there's no Canadian team in NFL, so I can't really take it. But the first time a Canadian team has won in a major league since I think the Blue Jays did it once in like the early 2000s. And then before that, it was like the Canadians in like 93. So, yo, it's been a long ass time since Canada was on top of the world. And I'm so happy I could be alive to say this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, because I'm like a huge Canadians fan, especially as like a kid, even today, like when the playoffs come around, I watch the Canadians play. Like, I'm a diehard Canadians fan, Canadians and Leafs fan. And to see them both lose this year, like Canadians didn't even make the playoffs and then Toronto didn't even make the playoffs. It was so nice to see Toronto have that heart and see Kawhi fucking just give them that push they needed. They needed that superstar push because they weren't getting it in DeMar DeRozan. And to see Kawhi Leonard really fucking push them to success, that makes me so happy. Like, every word just makes me want to like cry a little bit. I cried, yo. When I watched that game, I fucking cried. Granted, I was a little bit tipsy and, emotions are a little bit fucking, a little bit loosey. But, by the way, shout out to my sister Lucy. Not to be like, like fuck, but it made me cry. I was fucking happy. I was tearing up, man. This is like, it was insane, and I was so happy that I witnessed it live in, like, not in person, but I saw the game. I saw them lift the trophy like live. I was like, I didn't think it was real forever, and that's why I feel like whole Canada won that championship. You know what I mean? Because we all put in that fan support all the time. Like, I've been a diehard Raptors fan since I started playing basketball. And I've been playing basketball probably for around 3 years now. And lucky enough for me, I never had to really witness the shitty Raptors days in like early 2010s where they were fucking like 30 winning 30 a game, which is winning like 30 games a year, which is really bad compared to the rest of the NBA. And I was only alive when they were like doing it really good, but they were still losing to like Cleveland every fucking year. So to see them push, and I don't want to hear any fucking LeBron excuses. I'm just hyped to see that they won. But we come to this now. Kawhi, if you don't know, is on his last year of his contract, which means free agency looms, and he is currently in talks. I think by the time this podcast comes out, he would have chosen a team already, because I think he's talking to the Raptors tonight. He talks to the Raptors, the last team he chooses to speak to before he makes the big decision. And oh my god, I'm fucking hype. I want to see who he's gonna pick, because you know what, if he chooses the Lakers, by the way, personally I think it's between the Lakers and the Raptors. I don't think the Clippers or the Knicks really have much with him. Like the Knicks, who wants to go to the Knicks? And the Clippers, I mean, like, it's just not as good, and Lakers, the only reason why I would, if I was Kawhi, Lakers, Raptors. Do you want Raptors? You want to be the lead face of a nation, or in Lakers where like it's constantly being media bombarded and be like second or third to LeBron or Anthony Davis? And I don't care who you are. You could be literally better than LeBron. Your name is not LeBron. If you're on a team with LeBron, you're gonna be second best no matter how good you are. It's LeBron James. Even the name, you don't even have to know basketball. You know LeBron James. Some people don't even know who Kawhi Leonard really is, but everybody knows who LeBron James is, Fucking soccer moms wear his shoes sometimes, and I'm like, you don't even know who he is, but you know who he is. That's why I would choose Raptors instead of him. I don't know. What do you guys think who you should go? I think you should go Raptors. But that's another problem I have. That takes me to another thing, is how we can just shut the fuck up. Because all I've seen is constant bombardment of him. There's fucking pictures of him enjoying his vacation, and I'm just like, yo, media, take a chill pill. Like, why does the media feel the need to do this? Like, why does the media always gotta fucking visually rape these players? Constantly. Like, whatever happened to the good old... Alright, sorry about that. I got a call. Okay, so what I was going back to is, why can't the media just let them chill? You know what I mean? Like, whatever happened to the good old fucking days where, you didn't know shit about what was going to happen, and then boom, it happened. Now we know way too fucking much. But, look, that's pretty much in everything, you know what I mean? Like, in life, we know way too much shit, especially nowadays. I like that we know a lot of information. I just don't like the fact that we know so much about other people's lives. Shout out to that podcast, Other People's Lives. But yeah, I don't know. I just don't support the whole message of all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just knowing too much about people's lives. Like, I know paparazzi is so popular and like they're so like into it, and a lot of people like to watch it, and I don't blame it. Like, it's your celebrity like idol. Like, of course you're gonna want to fucking watch them. Like, it makes so much sense. But like, sometimes you're just kind of like, bro, leave him alone. Imagine if you were him. Must really suck dicklins. But anyway, guys, moving on to our last topic of the day. Last thing I wanted to really mention is this. For those who have been fucking living under a rock and don't know, Endgame came out a month or two ago, and god damn it, it was a beautiful ass movie. Made me fucking cry. That's the second time I mentioned I cry in a fucking podcast. If that doesn't deserve a view from you guys, then fuck you. By the way, before I go to this last thing, I'm gonna do a little bit of a fucking cheap plug here. Follow the podcast, guys. It really helps us out. I haven't got many like support from there, so that's why I haven't really been posting. I should be more constant, but anyway, if I get more followers on this, like maybe I'll decide. We'll see how I feel. But basically, I post clips on there, little previews of each episode. You know what I mean? And I have taken a break from it for a little bit because I haven't really gotten that support, and that's really bad for me. I should continue regardless. Personally, I just haven't had the drive for it, because like I haven't gotten the support. But basically, yeah, I just post clips, I post art, you know what I mean, little things that you could give you an idea of next week's podcast, of like the week's podcast, you know what I mean. It helps me out to know that you guys like to listen to that stuff. So if you guys do personally like this stuff and like the weekly podcast, I know we have like that the one or two constant viewer, then yeah, like hit me up on that podcast. You could ask me questions. I could talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about. If you guys have any suggestions on what we could say, I could even shout you out on the podcast. We could even have you as a guest caller. It really doesn't bother me. Me and Chris love that stuff, you know what I mean? We love the fan support. We get it a couple times, but never to the full extent. You know what I mean? And it would really help us out. And, you know, it would even improve the podcast. You know, you could really be a future co-guest if you really wanted to. I really don't personally mind. I'm always looking out for people who want to be part of the podcast, because I don't really have a permanent co-guest right now, or a co-star. And, you know, if you guys show support, if somebody, one of you guys there really likes to be that, not you, Tony P, if one of you guys really like this stuff, then I would be more than happy to have you on occasionally as a caller. But if you guys don't really want to hear your voice, send out a message, and totally, I would definitely for sure, shout you out and say your message. And so I say again, follow the podcast at SMP_podcast on Instagram, and follow me on at frank._.0215 on Instagram. That helps out the podcast, you know. It helps me out. I'm still gonna do the podcast regardless, because I fucking love doing this shit. I love this ranting a little bit. It's my favorite thing to do, honestly, even if nobody listens to it. I just personally like that one viewer. You know, it's fun. That one viewer. It makes me happy. But again, like I said, I'm not going to talk about this too long. Just, you know, doesn't hurt to show some support. But I move on. I don't want to ask for that shit. You don't have to do it. I'm not forcing it upon you guys. This is still going to come out every week regardless. You know what I mean? But I just want to say, if you guys wanted the support, there is that option. Anyway, we continue. I want to talk about this. So Endgame just came out. It's not living under a rock. Blah, 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 blah. Like I was saying before, it came out a week ago. Made me cry. Fucking beautiful game. Let me talk about this. So, this movie, beautiful. And I'm going to spoil it. It's been out for long enough. I don't give a shit. Fucking insane ending. Tony fucking dies. Says, I am Iron Man. Closed out the league. Kills the stage. You know what I mean? It fucking just annihilates. This is gonna be probably like one of the most famous one-liner cinematic moments in the history of the universe and cinematic movies, because of the pure dominance of the scene. However, despite this beautiful ass movie and this beautiful ass story wrapping up, it still wasn't able to beat Avatar at the box office. I think it was like what, $15 million short. So what do you do if you really want to beat them? You're going to re-release the movie. So they re-released the movie with a new end credit scene, because I think the original didn't have an end credit scene. And, oh, guys, what a fucking tease. Endgame fucking re-releases it with a new end credit scene to just a big, fat shit of a diarrhea of disappointings. Not that diarrhea is disappointing. Like, I like to shit. This is really graphic, but don't you guys like to shit sometimes? Anyway, very disappointing. Like when you want to take a really big shit, but like only a little dot comes out. That type of disappointing. I think it was a weird scene with the Hulk in like Atlanta, and it wasn't even finished yet, so it was just shitty CGI. Like, fuck Marvel. You couldn't give us something better than that. Like maybe like a hint at like phase 4. Instead you give us this bullshit. Like, who do you think I am as a human? I have feelings. I wanted things, and you didn't match up to me. Anyways, oh, what the fuck? How much time have I been doing this for? I have no fucking idea. I really have no idea. I would check and restart this podcast, but you know what, guys? I'm just gonna mention something that I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast. Is that, you know what, we're in the full swing of summer right now, and before I go, I really just want to say this, guys. It's summer, and I'm a fucking witness. I've witnessed it, and I've been a part of it. I've seen my summer flash before my eyes because I did nothing with it, and I just use that time to sleep and do shit all. That's why I'm so like advocating to not sleep so much and wake up early and do things. You know, go to the old port if you live in Montreal. Most of my viewers do live in Montreal, so I say go to the old port, go downtown, visit the gay village. It's so fucking beautiful. Balloons everywhere. Go visit downtown, buildings everywhere, like shopping galore. Even if you don't have money, just go in those stores. It's so beautiful. I shout out Urban Outfitters. What a store. Just go to like the Van store, the Foot Locker. You don't even have to have money. You just go in there and you just get a boner. Yo guys, just biking around Montreal, swimming. This is what winter has covered up and summer has revealed. Don't miss out your opportunity by just sleeping and watching movies and just saying, "Oh, I have next week. I have next week." Because when you really look at it, summer is not even 10 weeks. Not even 10 weeks. And I think we're already in the third week of summer? Yeah, in the third week of summer. This is the third week of summer. For me personally, the third week of summer. And I don't want to see, and when you guys listen to it, it will be the start of the fourth. So already almost halfway done the summer. Do not miss your opportunity to have a great summer. Make memories. Make your life fun. Do something fucking awesome. You know what I mean? And if anyone's listening out there, yo, hit me up. I'll fucking chill with you. I'm fucking down. I'm always down. Depends who you are though. If you're 20p, I might not want to. Sorry, 20p. But anyway, I think it's gonna be a returning fucking joke on this show. Anyway, guys, it has been my pleasure. I love it when people say that. It makes me so happy. It has been my pleasure. But seriously, guys, it has been my pleasure to bring you this podcast today. I had a great time doing it. For the first time in a while, I really like doing it alone. But I really have run out of topics, so I think I'm gonna conclude this right here. I think we're running on about 30 minutes. I don't know. I forgot the time. Fucking had 2 people call me, and I totally forgot what the fuck time it is. So it could be 30, it could be 40. I think it's gonna be like 28 to 30. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, have a great week. Again, I mentioned my following, so you guys could go back there and all the following things are in the description if you missed that early in the podcast. Like I said before, it helps the support. If you guys really want to see this podcast grow, you guys could really put a hand in helping. But if it doesn't, I don't give a shit. This thing is going out either way, no matter how many views I get. Guys, that has been all for this week. Have a great summer. Have a great week, and I will see you guys on the 15th of July. Saying that like I'm a fucking southerner. Watermelon. I don't know why. I just feel like watermelon is just something they say. Anyway, guys, have a great week. And I will see ya later. See you later, you motherfuckers. Alright, sorry.